the hunter.
Treat strat. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's insane, man. Hearthstone is pretty nuts sometimes.
Oh man. Go face. Okay.
Alrighty, so you have to play Doomguard now. I mean, you just drop the Leper Gnome, play a Doomguard, discard your other Doomguard, right?
Yep.
Or are you ballsy enough to just play a Doomguard and pray you discard the Spectral Spider and the Leper Gnome? I mean, I guess the downside isn't that big, really. You lose out on a Leper Gnome. I think wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I mean, you get, like, obviously, keeping the Spectral Spider would kind of suck, but if you keep the Leper Gnome, it doesn't really matter. If you keep the Doomguard, it's amazing. So I feel like it wouldn't be that bad to play the Doomguard first. I actually feel like playing the Doomguard first would be better here. Because when you think about the options of, like, I mean, if you keep Leper Gnome, it's insane.
Right.
If you keep the Doomguard, it's amazing. And if you keep the Spectral Spider, it sucks. But there's only 1 out of 3 for it to really suck. And I mean, so it's the same.
Yeah, same.
Not
thing
a big
happened.
deal. But had he kept the Doomguard, it would have been incredible. So I think that's actually the right play.
I think here I like killing off the creature with the Doomguard like he's about to do. Because he knows the hunter's running straight to trash right now.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It can get you a couple more knocks in, perhaps, with that owl. Ooh, not what he was hoping for.
Yuck again.
Yeah. Leper Gnome.
Dire Wolf.
How much do you prioritize keeping this stuff alive? Do you think you just? I feel like you just drop everything and go face here because like trading 2-in doesn't really seem that ideal. Like I don't know. I mean, I guess do you think he's worried about like Unleash or something being buffed up or what? I mean, I feel like just going all face might have been better there, because it's like, what's he gonna do next turn? Yeah, he can trade into the Doomguard if he wants. He can't really afford to just take free Doomguard hits, and if he trades into one of the like small ones for a better trade, then the Doomguard keeps hitting you, right? Like, what's the downside to that? Because he would have done.
I think it's the same amount of damage in fewer creatures, which I think is fine. But you also
he would have had
you
him
also
at 10
trigger
HP
the
right
Leper
now.
Gnome.
He would have had him at 10 HP right now with an extra minion alive. Right? Because he would have had, he put 4 damage into that, but he had the, like, Direwolf Alpha. Yeah, he used the Direwolf Alpha with the Doomguard, so you get 1 extra damage with 1 of the minions beside that, so it's 5 extra damage that he could have dealt to the face. And then, you know, like, what's the Leok going to trade into? If the Leok trades into Doomguard, then...
What?
You know,
No, you would have lost the game.
With Kill Command? Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, because he would have left the Beast, so I guess that's what he's worried about.
I mean, Kolento's been sitting on like 2 cards near the entire game.
Yeah, I guess you just have to worry about the Kill Command.
The chances Kill Command is almost
pretty high,
certain.
yeah.
As it happened, it wasn't Kill Command.
Kill Command.
As it happened, he drew it, so...
Yeah. Yep. So now with that draw, then, yeah, it doesn't matter. And I guess that is what you really have to worry about. So as it turns out, that risk would not have paid off.
It's 4 damage. Soulfire Doomguard. Nope. Don't tap. Don't tap.
Yeah.
Don't tap. Oh god, he's gonna tap.
Well, if he taps, then the hunter still needs 1 more damage.
Yeah, but you gotta know there's Kill Command in that hand.
Yeah, and it's such a low chance, I guess, to get the Soulfire. So like the Soulfire is the only thing that would end it. So yeah, you're right. It isn't worth it. But either way, I mean, if there's a Kill Command there, you have to know if he draws a beast or anything, then you're dead regardless, right? I mean, what do you think that like? I don't know what the numbers would actually be on like whether it's worth it or not.
Because if it's Kill Command, you survive.
Not if he draws a beast.
Yeah,
Kill Command. Oh, yeah, it's only 7. You're right. Yeah, he would need a charge or something. You're right. Yeah, he would. So he would need to actually draw an additional damage.
I think it's actually foolish not to play the Harvest Golem though.
Yeah, I guess there's no reason not to.
I mean, you're dead to Unleash Kill Command anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, so he would need the additional damage. Well, that's gonna be that. You can only deal 5 damage.
Hunter does pretty well against Zoo, but not when you draw like that. Sorry, Kolento.
Yeah, I mean, Zoo is just crushing, man. It's 4 in a row now.
A 4 so far. Have you seen
Yeah.
EKOP's eyes? He's out for blood.
He's always out for blood, man.
Yep.
Yeah. All
Oh,
right, well,
Kolento drops the hunter. That's a bit devastating because
yeah.
what does he have left really?
Mm. I
EKOP
mean,
banned his priest, so he's got his own warlock, which is
Zoo.
kind of whatever, and then mage. I think mage actually does reasonably well here. Mage does quite well against Zoo in general, even
Yeah.
though EKOP beat.
Yeah, he won his matchup against it
Yeah.
against RDU. And I mean, I guess it's kind of, I don't know. It's like you could go Zoo, but Zoo versus Zoo seems like a huge coin flip.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to see. I think it is going to be Mage, though. I think Mage is slightly favored, and I think Zoo is just, I mean, it is as coin flippy as it gets. I mean, there's, I feel a very low amount of player input into that matchup. And,
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you don't really want to do that.
Especially not as Kolento, who's most players would consider, favorite here and stuff. And it's kind of crazy to think that had there was that one turn where EKOP tapped, and had he not tapped there, he would have had like the perfect double Doomguard, and that game would have been probably a slaughter.
It would have been a slaughter, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's like he still won, but it could have been a landslide.
Yeah, it really could
Either
have.
way, I mean, EKOP's definitely playing it out well, and the Zoo is paying off big time so far. We are going to go to a quick break, guys, then we're going to be back with Kolento's decision on what to play next. We'll see if he can tie it up or if it's going to be 5 straight with the Zoo deck for EKOP. We'll be right back.
Want to see.
For the Monster Cat Spotlight.
Hey guys, it's Mr. Fiji Ouija here, and you're listening to the Monster Cat Podcast. Up next is my new song, Out on a Limb. I hope you enjoy it.
Everything comes and goes in stages. Let the synapse rest over the world where you're hanging weightless on the precipice. I'm going out.
Hey guys, welcome back to Heroes of the Cards number 3. It's
Game
Kolento
2.
versus EKOP. Yeah, game 2 of the upper bracket finals here in Group B.
More Zoo. Can't get enough of it. Might actually see Zoo v Zoo right here, but I think it's a little bit less likely. A little bit.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's definitely a risk, but it seems like everything against us is a little bit of a risk. So I don't know, man. It's been
Gotta take
absolutely
some.
just crushing so far.
It really has, yeah.
Gul'dan versus Gul'dan.
All right,
Zoo
it
v
is gonna
Zoo.
be Zoo.
Oh my.
And
All right.
okay, so that's not really the hand you want just yet. Voidwalker's not bad. A lot of it's really going to come down to these opening hands, especially, I mean, like you talked about. I mean, it didn't come into play that much last game, but if both players get an Undertaker, and the person who goes first gets such an advantage with that. I mean, think about mulliganing that Haunted Creeper out, maybe trying to dig for that Undertaker, and wow.
Oh, that's Kolento's.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one.
Undertaker with protection.
Yeah. Yeah, really nice. As long as his opponent doesn't have an Undertaker in his hand, like, the start could be so massive for him.
Yeah. Let's see, what's it gonna be?
Alrighty. So Flame gonna come down. What do you think? Do you think you just Undertaker and buff it here? And I mean, yeah, he can. Like, he could just Undertaker and I think Undertaker coin Leper is the play, yeah. And then next turn, I mean, you can egg. Sure, he can trade. He's probably just gonna take out your Undertaker, but it's not bad. You're still left with a body on the board and decent follow up.
I'm mostly thinking in EKOP's position. I think you actually Haunted Creeper here, especially now with the Juggler draw.
Yeah, no, I agree. Because then you have pretty nice follow up for next turn as well. I mean, next turn you could Knife Juggler, Voidwalker, trade in your Haunted Creeper, and potentially have 3 juggles.
Now here from Kolento you have a tough turn as well. A lot of options, surprisingly, on 2 mana.
I mean, I don't think the wolf is that bad. I don't think developing the egg is that bad either. Because I mean, there's all the options seem relatively valid. Honestly, I mean, it's like if you put down, I wouldn't like playing the Knife Juggler obviously, but if you put down the egg, you can set that up for like alpha next turn to buff that up and take something out.
Yeah, I think I like the egg.
Yeah, I think egg's the best.
You can also get that extra juggle out of it if you get another pump, if you get like an Abusive Surgeon or something.
Yeah, exactly, for sure.
Now this kind of screws up EKOP's turn because he was planning on juggling, and
you can't really afford to throw down 3 juggles when
it's 1 out of 4 chance, so
it'd be kind of.
He's gonna throw down his own egg. He's gonna do Voidwalker, egg, and Suicide here.
Egg on egg action. I just don't think you can afford to juggle, because if you juggled out the egg and give your opponent that free 4/4, it's pretty brutal.
It's actually really bad even if you hit it once, because the Voidwalker would, yeah, exactly. Yeah. You can activate it that way. But if you drop the Voidwalker and you don't do any damage to the egg, even if he pumps it with attack, you can't activate. That's a really big deal.
Yeah, you really want to avoid that.
I think the main point here is where do you drop that egg?
Oh,
that's a tricky one.
Put it over on the right side.
Yeah.
Now, oh, Dark Iron Dwarf next turn, is pretty nice to be able to try to activate. But I mean, do you think you just? Seems like you kind of just have to Juggler Voidwalker. It doesn't seem like that.
Yeah.
The alpha doesn't really do anything.
I like to juggle Voidwalker.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Juggle Voidwalker or Wolf Voidwalker.
Yeah, and the Wolf doesn't really accomplish anything.
Right. And you hope it hits one of those 1/1s. And it does.
It does, yeah. That's definitely going to be nice for him.
Whoa, Soulfire.
Ooh.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
okay.
Especially with the egg on the field. It's really big.
Now, you need a juggle on your side as well. You need a juggle into the Voidwalker or the Knife Juggler here.
Mm. And I mean, it's like, it's so huge when you can just get these no discard. Like,
oh, he did.
Oh, wow, yeah. Being able to have like the free no discard stuff is so big. Like, because that's really like the downside of the Soulfire and the Doomguard, and it's like that's how those cards are kind of balanced around them. But when you can get away without discarding anything, it just makes the cards so incredibly powerful.
I don't think he used Soulfire here.
You don't think you want to trade in and
no.
I mean, I'm talking about saving the Soulfire for like, well, yeah, I guess you can actually do it. He would have had to hit. He actually would have had to hit the. No, actually, okay.
I think that was just fine.
Yeah. I was just thinking if like about trading in like proccing the egg and then soulfiring it for free, if you hit the Voidwalker. Well, either way, I mean, he's still going to be able to soulfire up that 4/4, so it doesn't even matter. You can just Undertaker, soulfire, and then tap and see what you get.
Yeah, you Undertaker, soulfire what doesn't get hit, I believe. Or you can YOLO face and I don't think that's a good idea, though.
No, you should definitely see what happens first. And see what you draw, you know? Because who knows what you could draw. Now, if you can draw, you know, like... Okay,
Oh,
Doomguard,
yeah.
wow. Oh my god. That's something nice. Do you think you trade in the juggler at all? To Yeah, I think I like that. I like trading in the juggler to keep your 5/4 alive. That's pretty smart.
After Kolento, this is the part that's very hard to come back from. Not just with the board, it's also the fact that Doomguard is in hand, and that Doomguard is a big problem.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, it's where are you gonna get 7 damage to deal with that when you have no board already? I mean, you pretty much just have to start dropping stuff. But it's like when you're just dropping stuff and you're already behind, I think it's pretty gross because your opponent gets to kind of choose the trades. You know, they get to kind of set up the perfect trades and everything. So it's pretty brutal. I mean, I think this is like really the only play, but it's not really anything that is gonna help him.
He gets a 1-drop here, it's so over. 3.
He doesn't, but still, I think you just probably play it. If he's actually going to play it. You think he should?
I think you should.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely worthwhile. And I mean, especially knowing that your opponent's already in such a rough spot.
I think here they're going face.
Yeah, go face for sure. Because there's no point, like, he can't actually clear anything up except the wolf with that, and you don't really care about the wolf at this point. Whereas if you attack in, then the death rattle could have cleared you up.
Oh,
Well,
that's pretty good.
that's pretty nice, yeah.
But here you can kill the 5/3, and then you can arm this up.
Yep. Yeah, which is definitely going to give you a little bit
Some
of
breathing room,
room,
but
yeah.
not really too much. Oh, he decides to not do that. Just to kill the doggy.
Okay, that's pretty
you can.
reasonable as well. Because I mean, anything that attacks into the 4/3 attacks into, and I think that's kind of like the greedier play. But at this point, he knows he's behind and he has to take some sort of risks, you know. So, and it's gonna pay off because there's nothing that he can do to just kill it for free.
Yeah,
So
he caught kind of bricked a little bit on the draw there.
Yep.
I think you still attack here.
Yeah. I think so
Lotham's
for
pretty
sure.
good. Like, Kolento needs all the cards in his decks right now, so like pretty much denying the Soulfire play is a really big deal, especially with a Doomguard at 4 health.
For sure. Yeah, no, I definitely think you attack in. There's no reason not to. Oh, well, okay. He's thinking about not doing it. I feel like attacking in is good just because you already have so much momentum and stuff, but...
Well, if you attack in, you lose your Doomguard at the board, and if you don't attack, he has to attack into you.
Yeah.
You can kind of, push for more damage the turn after, which I think is also reasonable.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, looks like, wow, he's actually just gonna concede.
It's just so hard to deal with that board and actually come back.
Yeah, jeez.
Well, Kolento's down to Mage, but I thought Mage is a little bit better against Zoo. Maybe marginally. Yeah, that is. I think Mage is like 50.5% against Zoo, as opposed to Zoo being 50 even.
Yeah. Well, either way, though, man. I mean, this is 5 games in a row he's won now. Like, he's just on an absolute tear.
Yeah.
And yeah, sure, maybe he gets through the Zoo deck with his Mage. Like you said, there's a little bit of a, maybe slightly tiny advantage, but he still has to deal with both the other decks of EKOP and
Priest
not
and
only does he
Warrior,
have to
which
beat
are
those,
the two worst.
Yeah, but not only that, but he hasn't seen a single card from either of those decks. Like
Yeah.
he has no knowledge whatsoever about what's in them because EKOP hasn't had to reveal any other decks.
That's actually pretty impressive. EKOP is 5-0 right now in this tournament. Zoo it up.
Yeah, man. This reminds me of one of the tavern takeovers I cast like quite a while ago now, and it was Reels won the tourney 9-0 with Miracle Rogue or something like that. It was like just absolutely ridiculous. So maybe we'll see one of those crazy runs here from EKOP, but we are going to give Kolento a minute, and then we're going to be back with game number 3. Hey guys, welcome back to Heroes of the Cards number 3. If you'd like to follow Heroes of the Cards on Twitter, it is at HitboxHOC. And you can follow Hitbox on Twitter at HitboxLive. I'm here with Kriparian, and we're going into game number 3 of the upper bracket finals of Group B between Kolento and EKOP.
You asked for it.
Been a pretty hilarious series so far.
Everything with EKOP has been pretty hilarious so far, man.
Yeah.
He's just absolutely destroying with Zoo right now and looking to do a clean 3-0 sweep of Kolento with his Zoo lock after already sweeping through his first series over RDU.
I mean, that's how it goes sometimes, man.
Yeah, definitely is, but I'm sure it's not how Kolento was envisioning it going, and I'm sure it's not how RDU was either. And another pretty darn nice hand, to be honest. You know, it's not the Undertaker dream, but at the same time, Mage, you know, you talked about having those early minions out there and everything to help kind of handle this, and he does have 3 early minions. So it's looking like he's just debating whether or not he wants to coin.
It's just that that Haunted Creeper takes care of so many of them.
Yeah. Ooh, he's actually thinking about just going Knife Juggler here. But let's say it's going to be Knife Juggler.
I think this is a fair play.
Yep. Only thing that really deals with it is like a Frost Bolt, I guess.
I like the Knife Juggler.
Yeah, it is quite nice. And I mean, thing is, if you drop, if you drop a Loot Hoarder now, he can't drop Loot Hoarder because it's like if it gets juggled, it's just a free card. So he's gonna play the Mad Scientist.
I think here you just Soulfire.
Do you think you play before you Soulfire, or you just Soulfire?
I think you just Soulfire.
We'll see if he does decide to do it. He's definitely thinking about
I
dropping
mean,
his
one
Mad
out of
Dogs.
4 times here, you're monstrously ahead.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know. I guess it's kind of worth it. First juggle? Yup.
Oh wow.
Second juggle? Nope.
Nope. Okay. Either way, pretty on good start, and he is considering Soulfiring it now, so he's gonna Soulfire it up anyway. Loses the Haunted Creeper, but pretty darn strong board. Loses out on 1 face damage by doing it in that order, but you know, not the biggest of deals. And I guess he just wanted to kind of take the risk and see if he could save that Soulfire for later.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just a question if he wants to drop the Acolyte or, you know, Arcane Int. I mean, it's like, yeah, you can drop the Acolyte, but then it's just
I
gonna
just feel if you Soulfired there, it didn't really matter what it discarded. Like, if it discarded a 1-drop, you drop the Haunted Creeper and then a 1-drop. If it discarded a Haunted Creeper, you play 2 1-drops and then Haunted Creeper next turn, which is exactly what you're going to do anyway. And you get the juggle efficiency.
Yeah, no, it is definitely a safer play, but I think EKOP's just saying he's won 5 games in a row. He doesn't really care if he loses this, but if he takes a big risk and he gets 2 juggles in a row on the like Mad Scientist, that could actually be game changing, you know?
Yeah.
Like being able to, if he got to kill that for free with the 2 juggles of the 1-drops and then got to keep his Soulfire for something else later, that would actually be pretty impactful. Whereas, like you said, I mean, yeah, he gets 1 more damage the way you were talking about with the juggles, but is the 1 more damage really going to decide the game? Probably not. So I think, although it's kind of the more risky play, I think he's just saying the risk is worth it because he's only losing out on 1 damage if it goes wrong.
Double Knife Juggler. That is some nasty stuff.
Oof. Yeah. And the Haunted Creeper coming out, if he gets another drop, he could potentially just juggle both these out. We'll see what he's going to actually pick up. It is a... Yeah, it is another low drop, so...
Good enough.
Let's see what he gets. Yeah, he's going to... There's a high chance of juggling both those out. And...
Oh!
No.
I think you just go face anyway.
Yeah, you just go face anyway, I think. I mean, I guess the only question is if you want to trade in the Flame Imp, keep your jugglers alive.
Nah.
Yeah, I think going face is the way to go. I mean, he's already at friggin' 5 HP on turn 4 for the Warlock. That's pretty ridiculous. The Warlock has had 4 turns. Look at his board.
Yeah. And actually, the positioning wasn't so good because here Kolento shuts out an additional 2 damage.
Yeah, you're right.
That was a little bit of a misplay. And these things can add up.
For sure.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Game is done.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to put him at 2 HP. The Leper Gnome can come out and... I mean, the juggles as well. Yeah, wow. Oh my god. Jeez. Was he... He's just going to drop Leper Gnome for BM, I guess.
Holy cow. We just saw EKOP go 6 wins in a row.
Yeah.
There's no way you can come back from this.
No, I mean with Leper Gnome down, you kill yourself even if you clear it somehow, which you can't clear it, so doesn't matter.
Wait, you can survive another turn. You can play Mad Scientist and Fireball Mad Scientist and get your other ice block.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Let's go, Kolento.
I guess that's the play.
How we do things.
Yeah. That's the start of the comeback.
Yep.
And then next turn, when you draw Flame Strike to clear everything, you kill yourself. You kill yourself into the Leper Gnome. So.
Oh man, 4 juggles.
That's the real way to do it, man. That's the way to go out in style. Kolento gonna get swept by EKOP. EKOP with the back-to-back Zoolock sweeps. He's gonna take 6 in a row, and he's gonna be the one facing Loth.